Now, in a special interview with RT, one target of this firm David was talking about is speaking about their ordeal. The parents of Rachel Corrie, an American activist killed by the Israeli army in 2003, were spied on by the group after they filed a case against construction giant Caterpillar. RT correspondent Anya Parenpel has details tonight.
We have got to understand that people in third world countries think and care and smile and cry just like us. We have got to understand that they are us, we are them.
This is Rachel Corrie as a fifth grader. Her passion for the underclass and oppressed people never went away. At age 23, she traveled to Palestine during the Second Intifada. As part of a senior year project, she volunteered with the International Solidarity Movement to protest the demolition of Palestinian homes by the Israeli army. On March 16, 2003, Corrie stood in front of an armored bulldozer attempting to disrupt its path. Rather than concede, it advanced, crushing Rachel to death with all 60 tons of its weight. Witnesses with the ISM say Rachel's murder was deliberate.
It's been about 15 years now. It will be next March. And Rachel really left us with a great deal of work to do. She was a writer, a thinker, an artist.
She said that maybe it's time that we just drop everything and try to make this stop. And I think that if the world simply understood what's going on, particularly in Gaza and in so many other places, but Gaza, people have worked to make that a forgotten place. And I just think reasonable people all over the world would also agree that has to stop.
The bulldozer used to kill Rachel was sold to the Israeli army by Caterpillar. It is a target of the international boycott, divestment, and sanctions movement for Palestinian rights due to its relationship with the military, having supplied it with bulldozers to demolish Palestinian homes since 1967. U.S. taxpayers subsidize the sale of these bulldozers, which have rendered thousands of Palestinians homeless. On March 15, 2005, the Corrie family filed a lawsuit against Caterpillar, charging the company with aiding and abetting Israeli war crimes and other human rights violations. Now, documents obtained by The Guardian and Bureau for Investigative Journalism show Caterpillar hired the private spying firm C2I International to monitor the Corrie family and their supporters, which included infiltrating their support network with individuals posing as sympathetic to their cause.
It was disappointing to me that they wouldn't talk to us directly, but that they would pay for information that had been gathered without our knowing it.
In 2007, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals dismissed their suit, ruling it did not have jurisdiction over the case because the bulldozers were supplied by the U.S. government. According to the Center for Constitutional Rights, which represented the Corrie family, quote, because of the U.S. government's decision to grant military assistance to Israel, any decision regarding whether Caterpillar aided and abetted war crimes would impermissibly intrude upon the executive branch's foreign policy decisions. In its decision, the court did not rule on the question of whether Caterpillar aided and abetted Israeli war crimes.
They get up in the morning and they can decide not to do this, and yet they continue to decide to make, for instance, pay for their own homes with their salaries by producing machines that destroy the homes of Palestinians, destroy their olive groves. And we've seen both of those things. We've seen where, Cindy said, where individuals have been killed under this, and of course our daughter was killed by that. But they continue to double down on it, I guess, for their own wealth. And I don't know what they tell their children.
In 2015, the Israeli Supreme Court ruled the Corrie family had no right to seek compensation for their daughter's murder because the incident occurred in a war zone. In Washington, Anya Parenpel, RT.